Hey now, cats, we're back again this week, and joining with me today, not only as a returning guest to the Balls from Ellwood show, but folks over the years I've really gotten to love and seeing them develop into the powerhouse, kick-ass fucking ska band I knew they were from day one. They're here to chat about their amazing new album, Doom Garden. Please give it up for my pals Tim and Brittany from Catbite. How the fuck are you?
Let's
Good. Thank you for having us.
yeah, it's good to be back.
It's great. Thank you so much for coming back. I thought once you got famous, like you would never come back again, and it's nice.
Oh
It's
no.
you kept
No,
your word. Thank you so much.
no, you're part of the family.
Well, I
Can't
love you
stay
guys
away.
too. Yeah, I'm like a fungus. I just like grow on you, and you can't get rid of like athlete's foot almost.
I'll take it.
But how you folks been doing?
Good, good. Yeah,
We
we're
good, yeah.
been getting ready to be very, very busy. We're flying to Amsterdam tomorrow, so
That,
about to start a 30-day, like 27, 6 a month long tour
Mhm.
over in Europe. So yeah, getting ready to do that right now.
that's great, man. Tell me a little about the upcoming tour. What can people
Yeah.
expect to see?
Yeah, so yeah, we have like about a month in Europe doing a lot of support and festivals, and then ending it with a week-long headline tour in the UK, which is all just very exciting for us. And then yeah, we come back and then we'll be back on the road about like a week and a half later. We're going to be doing 3 weeks with Less Than Jake, Suicide Machines, and Fishbone.
I
That's like
just went to that tour yesterday,
Oh,
really
nice.
and it
Yeah.
we
was so great.
in Pittsburgh, right?
Yep.
Yeah, we went to the tour on Friday when it
Yeah.
was in Philly.
Yeah,
And it
what
was
a
cool.
show.
It
Oh,
was cool
It
because
was
we
amazing.
we've had the opportunity to play a decent amount of shows with Suicide Machines and a couple shows with Fishbone over the years, but we've never actually played a show with Less Than Jake. So it's cool to like hang out with them a little bit and get just give them a little taste of what are the shenanigans that we're gonna be up to for 3 weeks. Uh, but it's
have,
cool.
have you
Yeah.
got shenanigans planned already?
Oh yeah,
We love doing like tour pranks and
yeah,
stuff.
we love
Like
fucking with people on tour. But like, like stupid shit like yeah, I can't even describe. Just yeah, yeah, I mean like
just silly stuff.
just because when you're on tour with bands, it's like your little family and you get to just play around. That is the cutest cat ever.
This is my baby. This is my baby girl Izzy. She
Is
wanted to she
he?
wanted to say hi to you guys too. Say hi,
Oh,
Izzy
What's
girl.
up?
Say hi.
Aw,
This is
she
my
needs a she needs a
this is my
cat bite
shadow.
shirt. Does she
Yeah,
like
that's right.
shirts? Or
She said she's starting about a band she could tour you guys called Sphinx Chomp. So in case you guys need
ooh,
sick.
an
I like
opener,
that. Hell
Well,
yeah.
Well, yeah, we'll put her on the list. List
actually,
of
one of the
potential.
questions I wanted to ask you guys, and it's not really musical related, was I always, in fact, my wife and I always enjoy seeing you guys picture. We think you guys are adorable together, and it's great to see like a solid relationship like yours. And I wanted to always ask you, where did you guys meet at? Were you together before Catbite?
Yeah, we were. Yeah.
Yeah, we were. So, Tim is actually like one of the very first. So I'm originally from Fort Lauderdale,
Hmm.
and I ended up coming to Philly for school, but like my mom and her family are from like Westchester, Upper Darby area. And so, I moved up to Philly in 2013, and I was trying to go to school like for the spring semester. I missed the like audition date, so then I was like, all right, crap, I just need to get a job. So I went all around the city looking for a job, and I ended up getting a job at this cookie delivery place called Insomnia Cookies. And I think now they're like in a lot of different
Literally
places.
everywhere
Yeah,
now. But
they're everywhere now. But like when I first started there, I worked at like the original location, and it was on Penn's campus, and Tim happened to be a bike delivery, cookie delivery guy. Yeah, and then
and yeah, she was my shift leader, and she started working there. I was on tour with my old band, and then everyone was like, "Wait till you meet Tim. He's the coolest."
Was that the
Uh,
snail? Was that the snails at the
yeah,
time or
yeah,
no?
yeah,
yeah,
yeah. So I was out on tour with the Snails. And yeah, so like everyone was telling Britt, like, wait till you meet Tim, he's the coolest. And she's like, what the fuck's Tim? And
I literally, my manager especially was like, "You're gonna love Tim. Tim's so cool." And I was like, "Oh, okay." I'm like, "I don't know anybody here, so okay, cool."
yeah,
And then Tim came back from tour, and
yeah.
I met him, and I was like, "Oh yeah, Tim's cool."
I was like, who's this cool shift leader? What's up? I'm Tim. Nice to meet you. And yeah, we just obviously, we were just yeah, we were just like really good friends and we worked together like all the time. And I was in a long-term relationship at the time and then she ended up quitting maybe like 6 months later.
Yeah.
We just like kept in touch and then eventually, things just me and my ex we like broke up and stuff and we just started hanging out and next thing you know, we're married
The rest
and in
is
a band
history.
together.
I just
Yeah.
that's it. I love seeing you guys together. I think it's sweet. My wife loves it. I just always wanted to know. I love hearing people's like how they met story,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
I've always
yeah.
wanted to ask you guys. I wanted to do it last time. I never got around to it. So,
No,
but
it's great.
another thing I wanted to bring up that we absolutely loved was your tour with Laura Jane Grace doing the whole Op Ivy thing. How did that all come together?
Yeah, so it started quite a long time ago
Like a few
on
years
on the
ago.
internet.
Yeah.
So uh, I guess let's start with so we Lord Jane Grace, huge, like my fucking idol. Like ever since I was like in high school, she's been like one of the coolest people and like
She's
such
amazing.
such an inspiration.
Oh,
Like
same
that's
here.
yeah. So like obviously I'm a huge fan, and then kind of like shortly after Nice One came out, our second record, um, I think she started like following us on Twitter or Instagram, and obviously like, oh my God,
Yeah, I
Laura
was gonna
likes
say,
us.
how does that feel like a legend that you love growing up starts following you? I mean,
Crazy.
Amazing. And basically she started this kind of a joke petition on Twitter with like a change.org thing
Mhm.
to reunite Operation Ivy for Riot Fest.
I remember
It,
that.
it was kind of a joke but also kind of serious and it really it took off and there was like you know
So that
tens
in
of
turn
tens
came from just that.
Mhm.
yeah, so like tens and thousands of signatures were going, and then I think I just like casually said like on Twitter, I was like, "Hey, if you ever want to do start a Op Ivy cover band, we'll be your band." And she was like, "Yeah, let's do it." But and no one really thought it would actually ever happen. This was maybe this is probably
Like three
three
years
three
ago.
years ago, and we like chatted very briefly about it, and I would because obviously we would do it in a heartbeat, and I was trying to gauge if she was serious or not, and we like tried to make it happen, and it didn't, and kind of just gave up with it. And then fast forward to the beginning of last year, um, Tim Receiver, who runs the Supernova Ska Festival down by Virginia Beach, he great friend of ours. We've played the festival. I've been to every year of that festival. I know how like special it is. And he texted me, he's like, because he knew about this back and forth with us saying with that with Laura Jane. And he's like, would you mind like we've been reaching out to Laura's team and like haven't been getting responses. Is there any way like, you could shoot her a text or a message and see if she'd be interested? And I'm like, well, I'm like Catbite's down. We're absolutely down. I don't know if she's gonna be down. And I just literally texted her that morning. It was like 7 a.m. It's like, hey, so Supernova Ska Festival, amazing ska festival. They said basically let them know what you need to do an Op IV cover set with us. And then like a minute and a half later, she texted me back. She said, I'm in. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. All right. And then I kind of at the same time was like, okay, we'll see. Like, I feel like once this goes to management agents and stuff,
Yeah,
it'll just
it's
like
gonna
kind of
die down.
fall off. But like by the end of the day, we were like confirmed and starting to book a tour with us as like the support band to kind of like warm up. And we announced it a couple months later about us doing it at Supernova, and then immediately after that, we started getting a bunch of other offers from people like wanting us to play their festival and do the Op Ivy. Because originally we just wanted to do it at Supernova Ska Festival and do a tour, Catbite, Lorging with Catbite direct support, and maybe we'd pepper in like one song here and there, but also use that tour to like practice like during sound checks and like kind of just get good vibes from each other and stuff. But then the Riot Fest offer came in, and we decided, all right, we're gonna do it at Supernova Ska Festival, and we're gonna do it at Riot Fest because Riot Fest is where this whole thing kind of started. Um, and then yeah, we just filled in the blanks from like a week before Supernova and then the week between Supernova and Riot Fest and did the whole tour and did the two festivals and the secret
Did like a
Chi-
secret show before Riot Fest.
yeah, Chicago after party where we
Hmm.
did the same thing but in a small little club at 1 in the morning. And yeah, that's how it came to be. And
It was
it's
amazing.
still
Oh
one
my
of
gosh,
the
I still
greatest
watch
things
it and
ever.
it gives me chills. Like I wanted to ask you, how long did it take for you to learn all those songs?
I mean, we started working on it like Catbite immediately. It was like every day.
I
I guess
procrastinate. I feel like we like I learned the first two songs. I'm like, I got this, and then like 6 months later, I'm like, oh fuck, okay. And like I started really learning it in like this time last year, like like mid beginning summer.
yeah, but it was like an every day. Like all of us were like every day running
Mm.
through the entire set, and it's just like we had I think we had like how many like band rehearsals? We
We only
tried
had
to
like three.
yeah, we tried to
We
do we wanted to do more than that, but it just is hard like getting everybody's schedules together.
and we're touring and stuff, and
And
also we were literally writing Doom Garden at the exact same time.
right.
So,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's like I think the last, at least for me personally, the like month before we left for the tour with Laura, I think I was practicing the entire set every single day, 3 times a day. And
Oh,
I was also working a lot at my job. So I like like work a long ass day, then come home, immediately just come right into this room, run
And
through the
just get
set.
through it. Yeah.
Okay, run through the set. I like all of us in the band, we just wanted it to be
As
not just a
good as
cover
we yeah, as
set.
good as we possibly
We
could get
wanted
it.
it to be second nature. We wanted to be Op Ivy. Like we wanted this. I mean, obviously we're not, and we didn't write the songs, but we wanted the songs to feel like they were literally just in our fucking bodies. Like we were just playing these songs that are ours, and that's like what we wanted to give. We didn't want to be like thinking about it. We didn't want to be second guessing it. Like
Hmm.
this is like such an honor, you know, to be playing with Laura and to be doing these songs of Op Ivy, and also on such a huge fucking platform
Platform.
because
Yeah.
like it's crazy how how many people we played in front of.
It's wild.
Um,
And like once we were able to get on, we started the tour with Laura. We were able to do like we would sound check and then she would come out and we'd do like two or three songs like after our sound check.
yeah. Hmm.
And that's like that was like the first we were able to do with her. And then we had one official like full like rehearsal that we were able to run through the set two times with her when we were in Gainesville.
We just had one day off on the tour and we
One,
spent it.
one day off and we rehearsed with her and ran the set and I think at that moment when we did that I was like, whoa, this is gonna be fucking cool.
Yeah. It was like the very like you know we're all in a small little rehearsal
It was
room
super tiny.
and we're just in a
Like yeah,
circle, like kind of looking at each other. Laura's literally right here next to me,
it was
and
crazy.
like the first like fuck, as soon as the first note of like knowledge starts and she starts singing, I'm just like, whoa, oh, here we go, and
It's wild.
it was and yeah, then that was when I knew I'm like, holy fuck, this is gonna be really good,
Hmm.
and I think we did a good job. Yeah,
I'm
I
gonna go
yeah,
so far as to say that I think if I had to compile a list of ska punk history, it is definitely on there.
Oh
I
wow.
still like I still listen to it almost every week. It's fucking incredible.
Oh
Like
thank
my
you.
gosh,
it
thank
completely
you.
blew us away. Like I mean I selfishly wish you would do a whole tour, but I know
I
that'll
know.
never happen. But I mean
Yeah. No, I
Thank
mean,
you.
thank you. Yeah. I mean, we have talked about it and obviously, you know, people really do want us to do a tour and stuff. And we're all kind of in the same mindset. Like, we don't want to, it had its spot. It was
It's a
special.
special, like, yeah, moment in
yeah, I mean
time.
And I'm
I'm
glad we
just
were,
happy that we have it at all. So I mean
Yeah, Yeah.
And we were able to like
Is
properly
there
record it.
a certain memory that stands out as being your favorite from like that interaction with Laura Jane Grace?
I mean, I think that memory just like popped up for me, and I remember being like, I remember getting like chills and being like, this is gonna be crazy, and
Mhm.
like, because it was like really the first like time that we got to run through the whole thing with her,
Mhm.
and the only time that we were gonna have, and it already felt like just so like tight, and yeah, I just it was, but I think I don't know. I mean, Supernova was really awesome and Riot Fest was really awesome, but I think the Empty Bottle show was like the coolest show that we did out of
Yeah, it's just
the
being in a small little club.
small sweaty club. Everyone was going crazy, like crazy. It was
Yeah,
insane.
yeah, it's
Like,
yeah.
how high are you for like days after, like just from the fucking experience?
Oh yeah, but we were I feel like we were running on adrenaline and just like a high for like the next like 4 days. It's
Yeah.
just like not
After each time,
yeah.
yeah, it was, and like,
Like after each time we were just like, we just did that.
yeah, yeah,
Crazy.
yeah. I just remember at the after the first time we did it at Supernova Ska Festival, I mean, it probably didn't help that Catbite played a full set, like 40 minutes before,
Mm-hmm.
and like gave it all, like a normal Catbite set, bouncing all over the walls and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and then I also didn't eat much that day, and then and then immediately then did the Op Ivy set. I and I just remember getting off the stage and I could like barely walk. I was just it was like I gave so much, and then
Oh yeah, I remember.
and I was like just I needed food, I needed water, I needed to like sit, and I like basically like stumbled my way across the field to the merch area and then just sat in the grass eating
Noodles. But
noodles,
like sweating into his
sweating into
noodles.
my noodles, and like literally my eyes kept closing.
Oh man.
And then I literally it was the crazy, like I don't think I've ever that it was like pure exhaustion of,
Mm.
and like pure just like, but I was also at the same time I was so fucking stoked. But also it was crazy because I was the first one that made it back to the merch table. So then there was a line of like 40 people and I'm just there like on the ground like, can you give me a minute? And Chris's partner Teal like runs up and she's like, you can't, you sit over there, I got this. And then I just remember you bringing me noodles and I'm just like,
Yeah,
oh,
sitting there on like the grass, just sweating into his bowl of
yeah.
let
After
me
yeah, it's good though.
let me ask you this: what are some modern ska bands that are out there now that you guys like?
There's a lot. One that I'll always I love to talk about is the Pomps.
Oh my God, I
They
just
are
had
just,
Alex on not too long ago. Oh my
yeah.
God, what an amazing! Oh, you actually, believe it or not, the first time I interviewed you cats, you
Mhm.
turned me on to the Pomps.
Really.
Yeah,
That's what. Yeah,
yeah, and I
I'm
got
always listening.
obsessed with him for the longest time. And I actually told him whenever, I entered, I'm like, yeah, you actually turned me on to them. And he was like, oh, he was super. I'm actually going to see those guys. They're opening. Well, I mean, Big D's coming with Kill Lincoln
Hmm.
around here. Not to, I think next month I'm going to that. And then I
Yeah.
just
hell
got my
yeah.
tickets to see you guys in September.
Yeah.
So because when
Yeah.
you come to
Yeah.
Bottle Rocket, I'm bringing a whole crew. So
Yeah.
Thank
I've been
you.
spreading the word of Catbite, and
Thank you.
everybody's coming. So
Thank
even
you.
my
Appreciate it.
my buddy Wheels, I don't know if you ever seen the other stuff we do, but he's a sit down comedian because I mean he's paraplegic. So,
Uh-huh.
but yeah, he's coming. So
Great.
I turned
Amazing.
him in a sky, but getting everybody in. I can't fucking wait. We're so
Let's
pumped.
go.
So
Oh, it's gonna be awesome.
yeah, it's gonna
Yeah.
be great. But
I think there's a band that uh I really love and we're friends with, Joker's Republic. They're
oh yeah, Austin, he's been on my show before. I
yeah,
love them. They're
Austin.
so good. Yeah, they're so incredible. I was in their video
So
for Trump Card.
oh
Oh,
really?
really?
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're so good, and I think I'm pretty sure that they've got like some new music that's like gonna be coming out
yeah, their
soon.
last album was great.
Mhm.
They're
Oh,
they're so good, and I feel like they should be talked about more.
Yeah.
They're such a they have like such a massive sound for I think it's a three
Yeah, they're just a
piece,
three piece,
and
like the
yeah.
vocal
oh my god,
harmonies,
they're
and
just so good, and I
Austin's
love
such a great guitar player.
yeah I
Yeah,
love that
they're very
band.
solid, man. I wish more people would turn on. That's why I'm asking it now. I'm hoping more people will give them a listen. So all
Yeah,
seven
for
of my
sure.
viewers, they might go and check out Joker's Republic. So
Good.
maybe that's
Uh,
seven more. So hey.
Yeah, exactly.
But let
hell
me
yeah.
ask you this. I want to get into this fine album right here, Doom
Yay.
Yeah.
Garden. I want to talk about it a little bit here. What was different from recording Doom Garden as opposed to the last album?
Well, we weren't wearing masks and we weren't in a tiny, tiny, tiny studio in Long Beach where we were literally
Yeah.
quarantined in there. So there was a little bit more freedom. The studio that we recorded at in Doom Garden, it was not
Red,
too it is in the Philadelphia area,
yeah.
just like outside of the city. Amazing studio called Retro City Sounds. Some it's one of the best in the Philly area, and um, also we flew out our producer Sarah Tudson, who is absolutely just the best person I've
She's
ever
so
worked
cool.
with in the studio. Yeah.
Just a really cool person. And she's like our age too, so like it was really awesome. Like, she's from LA and she came to Philly and was like cool. She stayed with us, and like we would drive every day and go to the studio, and just like, so we got to hang out and then also like get to work with her. And she's just like so good at like what she does. She's in a band called Illuminati Hotties, and that's like, um I think, she's like an engineer first, and that band was like, kind of her way to showcase like her production and like
Hmm.
engineering skills. And that band is so good, and the like recordings are so good.
Hmm.
And we're fans of the band, so like we were excited to get to work with her because she's outside of the ska realm, but like likes ska music and like grew up listening to it. And um it was just really cool to like get to work with her because she's such a pro, but like she really made us feel comfortable. And like she, to me personally, felt like she trusted in the way that we write our songs, and like let us like, you know come to the table with what we have. And like if she had like a cool idea, she would voice it, but it was never like, laid it on us like we have to do like what, her idea or something like that. But she always had really cool ideas, so it was
Hmm.
it was like cool, like going back and forth with her, and working on these songs. And I think like that was like a big difference for like this record versus our other stuff, is like the production part of it. Like we really wanted to like experiment with that because we've never really done that before. So yeah, it was really awesome. It was such a good time.
Yeah, and I think all of us. I mean, the chemistry within the band is so much stronger than it was for Nice One. Nice One, we were still very very new to being a band. We had only played probably like 15 shows when we wrote Nice One, because
Yeah.
like the world shut down and we wrote that record during COVID. And then since Nice One has come out, I believe we've probably played 350 shows.
Yeah,
Like
that's a crazy
probably give or
amount.
take, yeah, like 300, 350 shows. So obviously there's a lot of chemistry between the band. We know what works. We also learned a lot of what works and what doesn't work on Nice One. And yeah, I don't know. I think we came a lot more prepared, and and even if like the songs weren't completely done, we were more prepared with ideas. And
Hmm.
like in a sense, we were more prepared that way because we showed up with less, and that gave us more room to have fun in the studio and kind of find where the song is gonna sit. Whereas like the other stuff, we kind of came with the full song, and then we just did that. We like just did the song, and we didn't really leave some openness to add that little spazazz, because there's only so much you can kind of write in the rehearsal room
Hmm.
together as the four or five of us. You can't really experiment with like doing this little thing or this little thing, or like, but once you go in with that bass layer of the music, you can kind of try a little this and that, and
Yeah, like you're in that setting where like things are like free to like try and experiment with. So like maybe you're listening to the song and you're like, you kind of hear this like idea of like a guitar
Mhm.
lick, write in this specific, and then you can try it and then like hear it back like over like really nice speakers and stuff, and
Yeah.
it's like it's just it's a good time. I know
Yeah.
sometimes people like don't like recording, but this was a really really fun and good experience of recording for us. It was awesome.
Yeah. Very
Let
good.
me dig into it here. I actually have questions. I want to break it down track for track and see where you were coming from when you wrote these songs. First one, I absolutely love the video. Died in Denver. Surely it's horror inspired, right? Was that inspired by any
Yes.
sort of? Because I'm a humongous horror fan, and
Yeah, yeah,
when I seen the video, I was like, "Oh shit, that's amazing!"
yeah. Yeah. No, I mean the video itself, our friend Jack Curley, he goes by Shibby Pictures. That's like his production company, and so um he does a lot of videos for us. He's done a couple for us now, and but he is like the production manager at the Reading Royals Arena in Reading, Pennsylvania.
Oh
So
wow.
that hockey arena that we filmed in, I was kind of like brainstorming ideas with him about videos because I'm kind of the video idea guy. And I, he was like, "Oh, by the way, I got clearance from my boss. We have full access to the hockey arena." And I'm like, "Okay, 1 second, let me cook." And then like literally like an hour later, I was like, "Okay, so hear me out. Scream meets Scooby Doo meets Catbite on Ice.
It's
Can we do this?"
so
And
good,
then
dude.
yeah, and then me and him just had a bunch of brainstorming ideas, and then look what we came up with.
Yeah.
It was very fun.
How about Tired of Talk? Where is that coming from? I mean, and not only that, are you guys friends with Patrick from Fall Out Boy? How do you know him? Hmm.
I mean, we are now, I think,
I
but
think, yeah.
at first, no. So, we that was one of the songs that we left like a lot of space to like build upon, and we knew that we wanted to have a feature on that song,
Mhm.
and um, so we're big fans of In Defense of Ska podcast and the book and Aaron Carnes, and he's a good friend of ours, and he had Patrick on like early on when he first started that podcast, and then he had him on again, and it was like the second time that when we were listening to when he was on again, we looked at each other because they had played like he wrote a ska song that was like instrumental, but he recorded all the instruments and
Hmm.
played all the instruments, and so we were just like, wow, okay, so he's like in it right now,
Yeah.
like
He really likes
yeah,
ska.
really in the ska zone right now, and
Hmm.
we just kind of like it clicked for us. We're like, why don't let's like shoot our shot and just ask. And so, we were able to get our song to him, and we actually didn't hear anything back for about a month, and kind of thought like, okay, well, I guess, nothing.
That's fine.
Yeah,
'Cause we had
nothing.
like a list of people who we were thinking to
Yeah.
be featured, and the top was Patrick Stump, but we didn't really think that was real.
Yeah.
It's like the dream person, and
Yeah.
then we had a couple of other like more realistic ones. Like, all right, let's shoot our shot, and then if we don't hear back or we get a no, we'll move on to these other very cool ideas.
Yeah.
Yeah, then we
And
we
I
were
got an email from him, and he's like, "Hi, this is Patrick Stump. I was sent your song, and I really like it. And I heard that you'd like to have me on it. I'd love to be." And yeah, and we were just like, "What?"
yeah.
Like crazy, freaking out. We both like I think our brains broke, and we were like out at that time, like we were going to Target, and we just like couldn't even focus. We were just like,
We were wandering the store for like 45 minutes
yeah,
with nothing in our hand. Like we went for one thing and we were just like
we
all
couldn't.
we couldn't like stop thinking about the fact that Patrick Stump just emailed us and said, "Hey, I'd like to be on your song."
Yeah. And that
But
he liked it. And yeah. And then so we were able to, he sent us, um, he like went, you know, over and beyond with what he sent us. He sent us like 31 tracks, vocal tracks and a trumpet track, and was like, I kind of went crazy.
yeah,
Here you go.
use
And
whatever
like,
you
yeah,
want.
use whatever you'd like to use. And we were like, listening to it and like hearing his voice was like when it clicked that I was like, oh, this isn't like some fake person that we've been talking to through email. Like this is actually him,
Yeah.
and it's just so cool. And we've not met him in person. But he was so nice and kind to us through email, and I hope that we'll be able to get to meet him someday, and like hopefully maybe next time we're, I don't know, near him, and
Area.
yeah, in his area, if he's available and can make it to his show, maybe we'll get to sing this song
Oh, that would
together.
be cool, man. Like, the
Yeah.
video is really cool too. Who did the animation for that? Mm.
So, our friend Sam Grinberg, he's the one that did the video. So, Sam is a long time friend of ours. He's not a long friend.
Long
He's a
friend.
long friend.
Whoa.
He's a
Hello.
long he's a longtime friend of ours, and he's kind of he's done a lot of artwork for us, and he actually works on The Simpsons, and he does a lot of animation for them and stuff.
Hold on a
Um,
second, guys. I'm a fan.
Eh. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we hit him up. I'm like, I knew I wanted to do some sort of video that where we could get Patrick's like in it, but like obviously we're not together to like film something, but I didn't want it to just be like simple like green screen thing. And then we had the idea to do a little bit of animation, a little bit of live action kind of integration type of thing. So yeah, our friend Sam, he did all the animation, and then our friend Jack, who did the Dine Denver, he did all the live action stuff, and he just like kind of popped it in place, and then we got the video together.
So
Yeah.
cool.
But that was another thing that we were like, okay, I guess like we're gonna ask Patrick Stump, like, would you want to be in our video? And he was like, yeah, like what do you need me to do? And we're like, okay, we need you to dance in front of a green screen. And he did it,
Yeah.
and it's just like really cool, like how just like awesome and really nice.
Yeah, like he didn't have to do that. Like
Yeah.
you can tell that he really cares and really like believes in this band and believes in the song, and it's
Yeah.
just really really fucking cool. It's really cool. I still can't get over it.
Yeah, I'm impressed he likes ska too. That's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
He loves ska. He's
Mhm.
a fucking ska nerd.
Mhm.
Oh
Yeah,
wow.
because he grew up like in Chicago, going to like Animal Chin and like just all these just all those Midwest ska bands. Like
Mhm.
he was just going to all those shows and just like obsessed with that, and just that's where he got his start, was just ska.
Where did Put 'Em Away come from? What was you thinking about when you wrote that?
So the idea about that song is basically like when you're you're having like struggles in life, and you kind of like put him away is like the the idea of like the bad things that are happening in my life are because of like these shoes that I wear, that are like, they're like my bad luck shoes, but really in reality it's like the choices that I'm making and the things that I've been doing in my life that are actually the problem. But like coming to the realization that like I need to look inwards and not like be blaming my issues on like some inanimate object, like actually look inward and like realize that, oh, okay, there's some things I need to change about myself. Yeah, and I love that song. It's tough because like, you never like to look at yourself and think like, oh, I don't feel like such a great person. Um, but it's a struggle. I go to therapy.
So do I. It's very relatable. Like I could. That's what I like so much about it. I mean, I think everybody feels like that, and it's very connectable and relatable for that
Yeah,
reason. That's one of my favorite songs in the album, actually. But
me
Yeah,
too.
me too.
moving on, Eyes Wide. Where did
Yeah.
that come from?
I mean, that's just like me daily living in the body that I'm in. I feel like it's just like so hard, especially like there was an area that we lived in Philly that I feel like I was harassed like every single day, and it was like a struggle to like just go and walk my dog because I knew that someone was going to come up to me or follow me or say something to me. And it's like, and it can be anywhere, like I'm at work and someone's like trying to hit on me, and I'm just like, I'm just trying to work, like I have to be nice because I'm a bartender, like that's my job, but I'm not coming on to you, like, so like leave me alone. And I think at that time, like in the chorus, I say, open the wrong door, your self-defense is violence. um the like at that time, I remember there was something that happened where this girl got like she was going to get into like an Uber or a Lyft, and she opened the door to a car and she got shot
Oh,
because I guess it was just like the wrong car and the person shot her for just like no reason. Um and it's it's personally for me because I'm a female, but I think it goes hand in hand with like anybody that feels like vulnerable in their body, and unsafe in the world.
Yeah.
And yeah, I was just like very, very angry, and like filled with a lot of rage when I was writing that.
It's
well, they
very
got two
true.
more tracks here, Deteriorate and Remediate, which I think they kind of complement each other well.
Yeah.
What was the parallels of that when you were writing?
So those are both this I feel like this record was like kind of a release for me because like I just been dealing with like a lot of things popping up in my life recently, and I grew up in like Catholic school, going to Catholic school, and I feel like I learned like uh a long time ago, like as a young kid, a lot of like self-hate and guilt. Um, and so deteriorate is kind of like where I have seen myself, and sometimes where I still currently feel like I am, and remediate is like seeing myself after like breaking through and basically unlearning all the things that I've learned in the past that are harmful to me. And a lot of that has to do with like growing up in the Catholic religion and like just learning that like you know you kind of are told that like you're not a good person, and like unless you follow God or whatever. um and yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, my wife grew up in the Catholic school, and then she struggles through all that too. So again, another very relatable song. Now's the part of the show I'd like to ask you guys some questions that I tried crafting, so you wouldn't be answering the same old bullshit that you've been asked 1,000 times. Are
Let's
you
do it.
ready?
Ready.
Yeah.
Oh.
Question one: what is the wildest thing that you guys have ever done to get someone's attention?
Oh,
Hmm. Get someone's attention. Hmm.
I don't know. I mean, I probably would do like something stupid, like, or something like that's like stupid and funny to like make to get like someone to laugh.
Yeah. Trying to think what I feel like. No idea.
Well, sometimes you'll do like sometimes I'll look over and Tim's been like dancing in like a weird way for like the last like 10 minutes,
That's true.
waiting for me to like look over.
Yeah, I'll like
See?
think of something funny, just to like m make her laugh. But like I'll like start it and I'm like, oh shit, she's like invested in something. So I'll just keep doing it. Uh, it's like stupid shit.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, probably just like
like
yeah.
like standing there with like my like sunglasses completely upside down
Yeah, or
and
like
just like
fun.
just like standing there waiting,
Waiting
waiting,
for me.
wait. Sometimes it's like 5 minutes. I'm like, and after like a minute, I'm like, well, I'm already invested. I can't
I
like
can't stop
stop.
now.
Yeah.
And then by the time I'm like, man, I've been doing this for 5 minutes just to show her that my glasses are crooked. But then she'll look and then she'll say, how long you been doing that? I said like 10 minutes.
Yeah. So I feel like something like that, like something
Yeah.
stupid.
Yeah. I like just background comedy.
Yeah.
Like, just like do stuff. I like when like yeah, especially if it's like if they're I'm in like a group and I like to make like one person laugh, but like not like I like them to just like see
Like out of the corner of their
yeah, yeah, yeah,
eye.
like what the fuck's this guy doing? That's kind of I like that. And
Yeah.
then I'll just stop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very good, very good. Number two, what's the best thing that you folks have ever found at a flea market, antique store, or yard sale?
Oh my gosh.
Damn, that's
Probably like I feel like I once got a pogo stick.
Oh wow.
that's
Yeah.
cool.
And that was awesome. I got it for my best friend for her birthday, and we would just jump. We jumped around the neighborhood with that thing, and it's freaking awesome. It's dangerous though. We got hurt,
I would
but
kill myself if I tried one of those, I think.
it's like
Yeah,
really kind of difficult. And yeah, we got hurt, but we would keep going because it's so fun. But yeah, that was pretty cool.
I'm gonna say this. Hold on, let me see if the computer will reach.
Uh-oh.
We're going on a field trip.
All
Um,
right, it's Tim Cam.
let's see. All right,
Do you want me to?
here. Okay. Here, you
Let me.
back up. Yeah, you're right in the way. We're gonna go this way. All right, you hold my cables. All right. So I don't know if you can see, but right here
Yes.
is a piece of wood
Yes.
with a picture from a maybe a poster or something from a magazine of Tim Armstrong and Lars Fredriksson
Yeah, I was gonna say, is
from
that Tim and
Rancid.
Lars?
So someone got a piece of like wood and like made it into a circle, and then glued this image that they cut out of a magazine, and then put like some sort of epoxy like gloss over it, and then donated it to Goodwill. And
You really found that at
I
Goodwill?
found that at Goodwill
Dude, that's
In
fucking dope.
Gainesville, Florida, about 12 years ago, and it's been with me since.
Man, that's
That
awesome.
is a
It's
really good one.
so
It's like they like kind of like burned the edges too for like a little like
yeah.
interesting look.
I would take it down from the wall, but I know it's screwed into the
Oh no,
wall,
no, don't do
so
that. Actually, you
yeah,
can see it perfectly here. It looks, man, that's a great find. Holy cow.
yeah.
I don't ever
Maybe
find cool shit like that, man. Like
I know usually like the things that I find at the thrift store are really stupid and like little like tchotchkes that are basically trash, but
yeah.
one man's trash is another man's
Yeah,
trash
I
or
mean I love thrift stores. I
they're
used
so
to
cute.
when I was a kid, like probably from when I was like 4 until I was like 16. Every summer, once a month, we would go to this huge flea market with like my dad, my stepmom, and stepbrother. It's called Hazen, and it was in Bumblefuck, Northwest Pennsylvania, because that's where my dad he lived up there. And
I'm familiar with Bumblefuck. I'm from
yeah,
Industry, Pennsylvania.
yeah. So yeah, it was like kind of yeah, like towards like Erie and all that shit.
Yeah.
And it was just this massive flea market in the middle of nowhere, and we would literally go there. It was like we would go there once a month and just spend the entire day there. And it was usually me and my stepbrother just like roaming around, just look the weirdest fucking shit because it's like they literally have everything there. And yeah, so I feel like I've just seen everything there. I can't even come up with anything though.
Yeah, and I grew up in Fort Lauderdale, and there was like the swap shop, and it was like right where there was like the circus was there, and then they would have like the swap shop, and it was just like this giant like outdoor flea market area, and my dad would take us there all the time. So like I grew up going to like flea markets and thrift stores from like a very young age, and I still love it. I just
We
like
still even if we're like out of town, we'll still find one. So,
oh yeah, it's just fun looking at different things.
Yeah.
do you guys have a good ghost story?
Yes,
Oh yeah, we
we
do.
do have
We
a
do.
bill. So yeah,
And we were both there.
yeah. It was literally okay. So this is the most like we fucking
There it was a
there
ghost.
was a
It was
ghost.
a
So
ghost.
we were on flashback. It's June 2023. We're on 2022. We're on tour with
2022.
Jeff Rosenstock. We are in the great city of Milwaukee,
Yeah.
Wisconsin. And we were playing at this venue. I think it's called like the Turner Ballroom.
Wait, Milwaukee, Wisconsin?
Yeah, that's where it is.
Okay.
We were I know that's why I was like, is that right? It is right. It's Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Okay.
So we were playing at this bigger venue. and there was like a big like floor area general admission, and then there was like a wraparound balcony, and the show wasn't like sold out or anything, so they closed the balcony. Balcony was completely closed off to anyone except for the bands, and our green room was like up on that level, but like in a different area. But we had access to the balcony, and we're like, oh, cool, let's watch the Jeff show from the balcony. So me and her, we go out on the balcony, and
We're leaning on it
we're
and
leaning,
watching the
just
show.
watching the show, and then someone walks like right behind us, and so me and Britt at the same time are like,
We both looked this
who is
way.
that?
Because it felt like someone had just like walked right, like very close behind us too. Like it felt like there was like a like wind or something that like as
Like,
someone walked by and like just like
yeah, we both at the same time went, and
there
then
was no one there.
no one at all.
No one there
Not a,
and nobody because like we were right next to the door that like led you back to like the green room area too, and there was no one opened the door, and we were like, yeah, it
I
was
got chills just thinking about it again.
it's
It
crazy.
was like, it wasn't even just like the wind. It was like corner of my eye, like like
Thought someone
it's
was
like, you
there.
know, if you're standing there somewhere and someone walks just briefly, just briskly walks behind you,
Yeah.
like maybe a foot away, you feel the presence. It's not just like you feel the wind, like you see the shadows, you feel the air, the like, you know when someone is behind you. And both of us at the exact same time,
Yeah.
like, and then we just looked at each other, and then we looked around more,
Yeah.
and then we're like,
It was so weird.
like it was crazy. And so at that, like, I've always kind of been a little not super skeptical, but like always kind of wanted to see a ghost, but
Yeah.
I've
And
never seen a ghost.
had like an experience like that
It
before.
was like 100% something was there.
It was cool.
It
Well,
was
that didn't
crazy.
disappoint. That was exactly what I was looking for.
Yeah.
Number four. If you could take one trait or ability from an animal or insect, what are you choosing?
Oh, I feel like I'd want to be super strong like an ant.
I want to be like a snake so I could eat all I want. Unhinge my jaw, whole ass cheesesteak. Ah, 7 burgers. Oh, hell yeah.
You know what? I think I'm just going to start telling people that because I'm kind of a chubby dude. I'm gonna be like, I was a snake in another life, man.
I
I'm
was
sorry.
just
Yeah,
yeah, I think that's what it
it's a
is.
good one for you.
Thanks. Yeah, I just thought of
It's good.
that.
Number five. What weird combination of foods do you secretly love?
Mm.
I get a lot of
Uh,
flack because I eat cottage cheese on my waffles, and people are always
that
grossed
sounds
out.
great. I love
They always
cottage
think
Don't
it's
do
cheese.
gross,
that.
and I eat butter
Why?
pecan ice cream on waffles, and people think it's gross. But then,
I
That sounds amazing.
Yeah,
I used to do that as a kid. I would like take Eggo waffles and put chocolate ice cream on it.
yeah.
oh, it's
See,
great.
Yeah.
I just pasta and corn. Pasta
Whoa.
corn. Yeah. So
Hmm.
it all started many years ago, when I was like in college, and for some reason the I got boxed mac and cheese and put a can of corn in it, and it was fine. Like, I thought it was good, but then like my roommate at the time was losing his mind over it, so it's just been a thing since then. This is like 15 years ago, pasta corn.
It's good though.
But yeah, like, I mean, I think like corn just adds like that little crunch. It's a little sweet.
Yeah.
Also, like, I mean, I love like fucking around with just like on just like a lazy day, just like making some whack ass mac and cheese. I like putting like, actually, one time I like what I like to do is put Greek yogurt in my mac and cheese instead of milk. Like Greek yogurt, a little butter, and other stuff. But the Greek yogurt like really makes it nice and
Or
creamy, and
coconut milk
and then,
too.
yes, coconut cream.
Coconut cream.
Coconut cream, it adds like a sweet, it
So good.
like a little sweet to it and a
I'm
little
about to try
spiciness.
that.
But
So
then
good.
one time I only had vanilla uh Greek yogurt, and I was like, you know what? Let me cook. And then I did it,
Was
and
it
it was
slamming or
actually
what?
really good. It was
Oh yeah.
actually really good. Like, it was just like a dollop of vanilla Greek yogurt, and then like butter and whatever else and stuff.
Just
But
like a hint of sweet.
yeah, but yeah, throw some corn in there next time. You'll be pleasantly surprised.
I don't know, man. Yeah,
You know the same cut.
you had me on the Greek yogurt, but I don't know about the corn,
Okay,
dude.
okay. Well, we can try it one day. I'll make you a cup of pasta corn.
Tell you what, when I see you in
Good for-
September, man, and I see you coming up with the cup of pasta corn, I'm gonna go the other way, probably.
The only way into the bottle rocket is if you have
Oh
one
shit!
bite of the
Yeah,
pasta
watch.
corn.
I'm gonna walk in there. You're gonna have strict instructions for the people at the door. Balls don't get in unless he eats this fucking
Eats the pasta.
Yeah, they gotta
pasta
make sure he
corn.
eats the whole pasta corn. All
Number
right, them's the
six.
rules.
What's the funniest thing that you cats believed as a child?
Oh,
That's a good one. Um, shit. I feel like I had a wild ass imagination. Still do. I mean,
yeah.
shoot. What's what's wild? I mean, there's like the easy ones. Marilyn Manson removed his ribs so he can suck his own dick.
Well, that's not
Obviously,
true.
yeah, I know.
I think it's still true. Actually, one that I just thought of. My sister, I have like two, like they're much older than my brother and I, and so they would like drive us around, and my one sister had like it wasn't a Jeep, it was like a Geo, some kind
It's
of
called Geo.
Geo,
Geo.
I think.
Geo.
Something.
Yeah.
It looked very much like a Jeep, but she would always tell us, like when we were acting up in the back, she'd be like, there was like a button. She was like, if I press this button, the whole floor goes out, and then you guys fall through. She's like, so you guys better act right. And I literally believed her, and I'd be so scared. And but then we'd always be like, press the button, press the button. So that's one, I think. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, I got nothing else. I'm trying to think. I feel like I believe everything. I can't think about it.
I know. I mean,
Because I believe it's all true.
I still believe everything. I feel like
Yeah,
I guess I'm gullible, but
very gullible. It's crazy. I can convince her like anything. It's true.
I think if people say it with enough like gumption, like they believe in it, I'm like, okay, well, why would yeah, I believe in it too. You sound like you really know what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm. It's true.
Number seven. What's the most ridiculous thing that you folks have ever bought?
Oh.
Oh
Buy a
boy,
lot.
Tim's laughing. There's
I buy
got to
a
be a
lot
good
of
one.
stupid ass shit. I don't.
One time I drunkenly bought a bamboo toothbrush,
Oh, okay.
and
I got another one then.
because it was like it had like rainbow bristles, and the handle was bamboo, and then I got it in the mail, and I was brushing my teeth, and then like my mouth started hurting, and I was like, what's going on with my mouth? Like, why does it hurt so bad? And I'm like, the only thing that's different is I got this new toothbrush, and I was getting like splinters in my mouth.
Ugh.
I know, from this. It was like a, like stupid advertisement that got me, and I was like a little tipsy, and so I bought it.
So I have another one that the exact same thing happened where she got a stupid advertisement and she bought a nice pool for the backyard from China.
Was it
At the
on
beginning,
Temu?
yeah, so it wasn't even Temu. It was targeted
Instagram.
Instagram. And she's like, "This is great." Like there was like a picture of a girl like sitting in it. She was like, it's like two or three girls just like full body in the pool.
It's like dogs that like jumping in and out. It's a video. It's like dogs jumping in and out. It's like a foldable pool, so like it's easy
It was only
to move
like
around.
$20,
Yeah.
and she bought it in like May of 2021, whatever. And then about 9 months later, what is this little package? And we get it. We get a scaled pool this big.
I could
It's a
just fit my feet in it.
one,
Like just my
yeah,
feet,
like
2 feet in it, and that was it. And it was went right around like my feet. It was so small. It was
it,
so
it was probably
stupid.
like 10 inches diameter pool.
I
And it arrived in the winter.
I couldn't believe
Oh,
it. I couldn't believe it. I was like, the video.
I lost my mind. It was so funny.
In and out of the pool in the video. Stupid.
All right. Number eight. What's the weirdest superstition you secretly believe in?
Oh.
Mm, I don't know. I'm not sure that I believe in like superstitions really.
Yeah. I mm,
Like step on a crack, break your mother's back.
well, yeah, you don't do that.
Do you
Yeah.
believe like a broken mirror gives you bad luck? Hmm.
Um, No, because we
See,
we broke a mirror
yeah.
in the house.
I mean, I don't know if it counts, but I just truly do believe in karma one way or another.
Yeah.
Like I think that's like it's just, the way the energy you put out into the world is I think you're reciprocated with
The
that
I
the
thing.
believe
same
it.
the same energy, and that's kind of why, I always try and think of that, especially like as I'm older and I try and like, put only good out into the world and
Yeah.
like no negative, like try to avoid any negativity as possible. I don't like to critique people. I don't like to talk badly about people. I don't like, because I really do think that one way or another, it comes back and bites you in the butt. Plus, like, there's no need for negativity and stuff. So I think if that's I think that counts as superstition, but
Hmm.
I would agree.
yeah, but it's I think it's real. Yeah.
That's a good superstition, though, to have.
Yeah.
Number 9. What is a beloved, unusual tradition in your family,
Hmm.
if any at
Hmm.
all? Hmm.
Do we have any traditions?
In our family? I don't know. Oh, well, for our little family of me and her, every time we get home from a tour, we get Ekta Indian food.
Yeah, that's definitely beloved.
That's beloved. There's this Indian restaurant just down the street, and it's the best butter chicken in the world.
Oh, man, that
It's
sounds
And so
great.
it's like it's our
so good.
everyday, like any whatever the tour is, like, because usually we're flying back or driving back. We don't want to
Right.
cook. We don't have
We also
food.
like don't have food at the house probably, so we're
Yeah,
like, all right, we're going to ECTA,
yeah. We
and we can walk there. It's like so close, and they're just so good. Like we've
Mm.
had Indian food on the road on tour, and it just never hits like ECTA does. Something I don't know what they're doing over there, but it's
Mm.
just so good. Yeah, so we do that every tour we get back from.
Yeah, but like the fam growing up with family, like I didn't really have any
I
tradition.
know, yeah, same.
Yeah, I guess yeah, I got nothing.
Number 10. What's the best prank you've ever played on someone?
Hmm.
Well, I mean, probably on my brother, I would do this like every like April Fools where which is so terrible, but my mom has like a decent amount of like health problems. And so I would like wake my brother up like on April Fool's Day and say like, "Mom's not breathing." And like I know it's so fucked up. It's so fucked up.
It's so bad.
It's really bad. I know. I did it like a couple years, and then after the last time, my brother was like, "Stop doing that! Like it's like really fucking me up." And I'm
But
like,
he kept
"Okay, okay."
falling for it, right?
He did.
I
He
mean,
did. I mean, because it's believable because she has like she falls a lot and breaks ribs, and she's just like she's got
Yeah.
some health issues that she's just like kind of had all our lives. So like it was kind of easy one. So that's bad, but
Yeah.
that's fine.
Top that one, Tim.
Yeah, I'm like, I feel like why can't there's too much pressure. I feel like I can't think of anything. I feel like I'm a great prankster.
You are a really good
I know, what's
prankster.
a prank I've done?
Like, let's think of a prank that you've done on like Brent, because you've done so many on Brent.
I don't even know. I mean, like, besides print out his face and frame it on the wall. That's not really a prank. That's just me showing I care. I feel like I've pranked you a million times.
Yeah.
You block them out because I'm too good. I What have I done?
You're definitely a
No,
prankster.
I love a prank.
You
Not to
never
think.
put like, saran wrap on the toilet seat or nothing? Mm.
No.
Oh, one time that reminds me. One time in eighth grade, it was like it was the end of the year, like maybe the last week of school or something. And my teacher started she would like bring her youngest son to class. And I put glue on a chair to try and get somebody to sit on it. And her son ended up sitting on the chair. And I know. And the principal walked by as it was happening and she was like, "What's going on in here?" And then I got detention.
Oh no.
Yeah. Sorry, I can't think of any of my pranks.
It's all right.
Next
All
next
good.
episode, I'm gonna start with all of my pranks. I'm gonna have a like Excel spreadsheet. It's gonna be ready.
See, now now you're obligated to come back and talk about pranks next time.
You
So,
got it.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
got it. The prank episode.
got a couple more for you here. 13. What's the most bizarre coincidence that's ever happened to you?
Oh. Well, one I can think of right off the back of my. We were on tour driving from Atlanta to New Orleans, and I am
Oh,
like 99% of the time the driver for Catbite. I am a safe driver. I feel
he's a
most
very,
comfortable.
very good driver.
I like drive the speed limit. I don't it's my fucking best friends and all of our gear. I don't want to get in any trouble and I don't want to get pulled over. I don't want to cause any harm. And it was a long drive, and then someone like I guess there was a decent amount of people that were like going to the Atlanta. This was on the Bad Time Records tour, so like there's a lot of hype around it. So some people were going to the Atlanta and the New Orleans show, and I guess someone drove by and then messaged Kaylee, our keyboard player, in like the Discord, and was kind of like making fun of my driving for being like going the speed limit or something. It was just like
How
kind
dare you be safe?
yeah, it was
What an
like
asshole.
it was in fun and stuff, but I was kind of annoyed. I'm like, well, I hope they get in a one car accident. And then they got in a one car accident and totaled their
Oh,
car.
yeah, that's crazy.
And
They
I
were okay though.
they
They
were
were okay,
it
but
was
their car was totaled.
like 6 blocks from the venue or something. And then they were like from like Florida, and now their car like was stranded. But like I literally was like, well, tell them to go fuck themselves. They can get in one car accident if they want to drive unsafely.
Oh,
And then
shit.
like and then I'm like,
Yeah,
okay, that was mean. But then
yeah.
like at the show, they were at the show and they're like they didn't know that I said that obviously, but then they I was at selling merch and they were talking to me like, yeah, we saw you, we passed you on the highway, and then we totaled our car. So yeah,
That was definitely weird.
that was really weird.
That'll do it.
Yeah. Now I'm never saying that again. I felt really bad, but I know I didn't cause it, but maybe that's the whole karma you put onto the world. But that was a really weird coincidence.
Yeah, that was crazy. That's crazy.
That's
Yeah.
a pretty good one.
Eat that.
I don't got anything.
I feel like I have more, but yeah, I have like
I mean, that's a really good one.
that is a really good one. We'll stick with that one.
Number 12. What's your favorite memory from the past year?
Past year.
Is there anything that stands out?
I mean, it's probably gonna be the Up Ivy stuff. Oh shit. Okay. Yeah. Okay. No. Conflicted. So I'm
Okay,
so
other than Op Ivy.
okay.
Okay.
If that's the case, it would be we just sold out our hometown record release show at the First Unitarian Church, which is I don't know if you're familiar. It's like iconic Philly venue. It's literally the basement of a church, but fits like 600 people in there, and it's just
It's
like
like a legendary like punk
hardcore ska venue. They've been doing shows for 30 plus years,
Long time.
probably. Yeah, so it's just like this legendary spot, and we sold it out to 3 weeks 3 weeks
3 weeks ago.
Yeah, 3 weeks ago.
It was amazing.
So it was just like
It was the best time. And it's like really hot and sweaty in there. There's no AC. And it was just the coolest thing ever. It was really awesome. I'd probably say the same thing. That was like the coolest.
it was very wholesome and just
Yeah.
like it's like holy shit, we did that like in our hometown.
Yeah.
Like that many people bought
That's got to
tickets to
feel
come and
good,
see
man.
us. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Congratulations, folks.
Felt
Oh,
so
that's
good.
amazing.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, thank you.
Number 13. Do you have any phobias? You afraid of clowns, spiders?
No, I mean, I'm not particularly a fan of spiders, but I'm not like terrified of them. One thing that I don't know if this is a phobia, but I have like a fear of like getting stuck in an elevator and like not being able to call, like that thing doesn't work and then I'm just in there by myself and no one knows I'm there.
Hmm.
And then like dying.
That's a phobia. I think there's actually like a name for it. There's a name for everything.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
yeah.
Okay. But I like can still ride elevators and stuff. Like it's fine, but I feel anxious in elevators, especially when they like do like
Oh,
jerks
they do
and
that jerking stuff.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm it makes me
I get like that going
uncomfortable.
across bridges. Like I get
Mm.
freaked out.
Oh yeah, bridges too.
They freak me out for sure.
I noticed that as I've gotten older that I've never experienced that before. And I just one time I had to like drive to the airport or something, and I was like almost having a panic attack. I had to like try to like help myself breathe through it because I don't know why it just was like
I
very
totally get that one.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah, it was
Oh, I'm not afraid of anything.
he's
No
strong.
scaries for me. Nah, I
Scary movies.
I'm just a little scared of everything, but no phobias. That's me.
Yeah.
all right. Here's a fun one for you. Number 15. What's your favorite song to sing in the shower? You really
Ooh.
belt it out? You belt something out in the shower?
I don't really sing in the shower. Um, if I'm gonna sing, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really sing in the shower. I just kind of
I think my favorite thing to belt in the shower is
your vocal
my
warm-ups.
vocal warm-ups.
Yeah.
There's these vocal warm-ups. There's her name is Cheryl Porter, and she does really awesome vocal warm-ups, and they're kind of like very musical and like dancey. It's like a song.
Hmm.
And
They're really good.
yeah, it's so fun. So like I like singing those in there.
Yeah,
And it's
yeah,
like, it's warm in there. It's like again opening my vocal
yeah,
cords.
yeah.
Good.
Yeah, she'll get going. You just hear like, oh, yeah.
Yeah. Hey, everybody, get on up and dance. Everybody, get on up and dance. That's like one
Like
of
I was
my
going
the.
to ask
dad
you if
just
you
goes
could
up
do it,
and
but I
up.
didn't know. I didn't want to
Yeah.
put you on the spot.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
It's fun. It's really fun.
Yeah, it's way better than we have our normal ones, the Jacobs Vocal Academy, which are great,
Yeah.
but it's just like the
Yeah.
like just the arpeggios, the walking up the scales and stuff. Yeah.
all right. Moving on. Like I said, I have a couple more here, which is good because we're going to run out of time soon. But what's an activity that you folks do not find fun at all?
Oh, I mean, this I feel like there's a lot of people. I am not a fan of folding laundry.
Nor am I. Hmm.
Yeah, it's like like putting the laundry in the wash and like and then into the basket, but like
Is that an activity?
folding it is an
I
activity.
was thinking he was talking about like rock climbing or like bungee jumping.
Oh.
I guess that is an
It's an
activity.
activity. It's just so I don't know what it is about it that I just am like I put it off and then
I feel like a
clothes
lot of
the
yeah,
clothes sit in the basket for a while, even though they're clean.
yeah.
An activity.
Activity. Um, See, I like a lot of activities. I like jumping on trampolines. I like go-karts. I like
Doing taxes, I guess, isn't great.
That's not an activity. Come
It's
on.
an
That's a
activity.
that's a chore. Like you're talking about chores. No one likes chores.
No.
I assume you're not a golfer. You don't like golf, maybe?
I'll,
We just got into well,
well,
we did Top
we
Golf
went to Top
once.
Golf once and had a great time.
It was so
It
fun.
was
So
really
we're
fun.
into Top Golf
Yeah, we're
now.
into Top Golfing only to play the games like the
Angry
Angry
Birds.
Bird. That was fun.
Yeah.
You know, bar hopping. It
Ah,
exhausts me.
yeah,
Yeah.
same.
Exhausts me mentally and physically. Just the thought of bar hopping.
I don't
That's
mind
an
that too.
activity.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
you
an
love though.
activity.
That's why 'cause everyone likes it and I don't. That's why I mean like activity,
I
not
see.
chore.
Yeah, yeah.
That people typically because no one likes to fold laundry. Not many people. It's not like
Some people don't mind it.
I mean, yeah, some people might find
Yes,
peace.
they're called psychopaths.
There you go. There you go. Mind it. I'm a psychopath, I guess.
Ooh.
I don't like to get started, but once I start, it's kind of relaxing.
Hmm.
Let's put it that way, you know?
Man, I think it's just annoying.
Yeah. I think yeah. Once you're like in it, you're like, all right, it's fine. fine. It's happening.
I
But
need to
like,
take a page out of your positivity book, sir. I mean,
He learned
yeah.
it all from me.
yeah, and therapy.
Yeah.
I'm in therapy now too, man. I'm at 48. I just finally started going, and I have to
That's
say,
great
it's
Good.
news.
actually
Yeah,
really, to be honest with you, it's really working out.
that's
That's
great news.
amazing.
I think
I
that's
didn't realize I
everyone
was
should.
so fucked up, like in how much it affects your life till you actually kind of get knee deep in it. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Exactly.
Now I'm
Yeah.
just like, whoa! I should have did this. I should have listened to my wife a long time ago. I just,
Yeah.
I need, just got to learn that she knows best anyway. So it's like,
Well, good on you for going, because like
Yeah,
it's especially
absolutely.
like you know just just from a young age you're just told like you got to see a shrink. That's bad. Like that means you're all fucked up in the head. But no,
Mhm.
everyone's fucked in the head.
Yeah.
Everyone should see a therapist. Like it's
Even if it's not for like a very long time, like even if you just go to see a therapist to like work out something that you've been experiencing, like it's just so helpful to talk to somebody. You can talk to friends and you can talk to family, but like someone who like has the tools to be able to like help you
hmm
maneuver and navigate through the situation is just really really helpful.
yeah, shit's
yeah, I
great.
really wish there was like more, more focus on that in our country right now. I really feel like
I
that's something
know.
that kind of gets swept under the rug and doesn't get like proper attention.
Oh
That's the
yeah.
root of
It would be
so much evil. Yeah.
so many people really need access to healthcare.
Yeah, it's like the
Mental
focus.
healthcare.
Yeah, like there's not a strong enough focus for it, and there's also not enough access to it because it's
Yeah.
like so much insurance doesn't cover it, or
Yeah.
you have to like, or you change insurance, then you lose your therapist. Like that's happened to me before, where it's like I was just making all this progress, and
Hmm.
switched insurance. See ya.
Yeah.
Like, and then luckily I just started back up with that therapist that uh yeah, I couldn't see her for like a year and a half because my insurance changed. But yeah, it's just like I mean, the fucking healthcare system's fucked. Everything's fucked. But yeah,
Well,
this is like
there's a very good reason why everything's fucked now,
yeah.
Yeah.
and
So
we just
it's
protested the other day against.
yeah, exactly. So just
One
gotta
more
figure.
question. Would you
Yeah.
like to wind this up here? If you could create your own holiday, what would it be called and how would it be celebrated?
Butter chicken day.
Ooh,
It's
yeah.
every Thursday night.
I feel like it almost should have like a theme song too, like Butter Chicken Day.
Butter chicken day,
Yeah.
butter chicken
I'm
day.
I'm down for Butter Chicken
Yeah.
Day.
It's
Mark it on
like
the calendar, sir. I'm in.
Butter chicken day.
yeah.
That's sick.
So what it is, it's gonna be it's like block party style, and what it is it's basically a sky zone, and they have an all you can eat butter chicken buffet,
At
and
the Top Golf too.
yeah, there's Top Golf too. Um, so Top Golf Sky Zone
Butter
butter
chicken.
chicken buffet with unlimited types, all the types of naan. I'm not talking just regular naan. You're getting the garlic naan, you get the paneer naan, you're getting the like, oats and stuff naan,
Yeah.
like just bread buffet.
Love that.
So that's yeah. I can't wait for next year's butter chicken day. I would like it to be a once a week thing, but like with financial difficulties, it's gonna be once a month, or
Once a year.
I guess we'll see. Yeah.
Well, like most holidays, it'll give you something to look forward to.
Yeah, exactly. Then you'll get sick of the butter chicken day. You can eat butter chicken every week, but it's like getting you ready for butter chicken day.
That's the day that it's like a full on party.
Yeah, you
I
can
like
dress up
it.
too.
I'd probably make Nacho's birthday a holiday.
Hmm.
Yeah,
And then everyone gets to pet Nacho that day.
Hmm.
sleepy.
Yeah.
Well, there you have it, folks. Those are very good options. Another great appearance by my pals Catbite. Before we go, can you guys let us know what's coming in the future and how we can keep up with you on the net?
Yeah. I mean, catbite.net for everything. There's too many shows to even talk about. We're probably gonna be near you if you are on Earth. If you're in the US, or
If you're on Earth.
yeah, if you're in the US or Europe, Mexico,
Yeah.
um,
But you
Even the
can
residents of Butter Chickenville will be able to
Yeah.
find
yeah.
you.
And you can find all the tour dates catbite.net, and our socials are all catbite band.
yeah, Instagram we're the most active on, obviously. But yeah, listen, give it a listen to our new record, stream it, share it, watch the videos. The best thing I
Make
can
sure
say
you
is
go and get it.
there you go.
Yeah.
The best
can't
thing I
be
can say is just tell your friends about us.
This
Yeah.
is what you're going to want to listen to during the National Holiday of Butter Chicken Day.
Yeah.
Well, there you have. Thanks again, guys. Thank you so much for dropping by. It's always a
Yeah.
pleasure to talk to you.
Thank
Thanks
you.
again.